Hey everyone, here's a makeup tutorial for competition makeup. I'm just going to do my everyday makeup like I normally would, and if you want to do these steps as well, you're fine too. If your daughter is young and has perfect skin, you don't need to worry about foundation. You can just put some blush on top. So I'm going to start off with a primer. I like the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. I'm going to fast forward through these steps. Primer is going to help your makeup last longer. So if you have a daughter who's going to dance for a long time throughout the day, it's just going to help with that. Next, I'm going to do my foundation. I really like the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte because I kind of have oily skin. So I'm going to do that. I have to mix shades. But use whatever foundation you have that matches your daughter. Don't feel like you got to go out and buy this. All of my makeup pretty much comes from Walmart. I like cheap makeup. I take a sponge. This one is from Real Techniques. And I've soaked it in water and then wrung it out in a towel. But I'm just gonna put that on. Alright, now that everything's blended, I'm gonna go in with concealer and contour just because that's what I do every day. If you want to do bronzer on your daughter, you can, but it's not required. Alright. Next, I'm going to use my concealer. But, again, this is mostly for, like, the older girls if they want a longer makeup tutorial. Alright, after that's all blended, I set everything with a loose translucent powder. This is one from Walmart. And you're going to use a brush. I like to use the other side of the sponge around my eyes. And don't worry about it being too thick. That'll brush away in a minute. And then I have some wrinkles that my makeup settles into. And I didn't clean my brushes before this. I apologize. Don't touch me. Now you're going to take the powder and set the foundation if you'd like to. You can also use a pressed powder if you have that. Just honestly, I really don't want people to go out and spend a ton of money, so just use what you have if that matches your daughter's skin tone. Don't worry about the ghostly color. It will all change in a minute. So I'm going to put some powder under my eye, and this is going to help if you ever have the problem of eyeshadow falling out onto your cheeks, because cheaper eyeshadows tend to have more fallout. Then you can do this and then it'll all brush away at the end. We're going for a really bronzy, champagne-y. If you want to use glitter, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to go bronzy today, but feel free to put some glitter on it. So I'm going to use a Shattered bronzer that I have, and I am going to use this NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Iced Mocha. It's just really bronzy. And so first, sorry, I should have got my brushes out. First, I'm gonna tap my brush into the bronzer, and then you want to tap your brush off, whether you're gonna tap it on a mirror. I do mine in the sink. You're gonna go into the crease like this. The crease is where your eye is naturally gonna close. If you have hooded eyes, or your daughter has hooded eyes, where there's not much lid showing and it's all like coming down. That looks droopy, but you know what I mean. You can put the crease up above. So we just want some dimension here. Sorry, I'm trying to get close without getting out of focus. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so we've got some dimension just up in there. And then I'm going to take some, I'm going to run it along the bottom. If you want to do eyeliner on the top and bottom, you're welcome to. I personally don't do that on myself anymore, but everyone's different. So don't feel like you just have to copy me. Okay, this is good for a minute. Now I'm going to take this crayon. These are sharpenable too. So if you have a big sharpener, you can do that. I'm going to draw all over my eyelids. Just the bottom lid right here. Kind of messy. Okay, just like that. Now, it's really messy. I'm just going to tap it out. Blend it. Don't go too far into this inner corner. All right. And that is on. So now, sorry, I'm just going to wipe that towel. Welcome to my home. I'm going to take that bronzer, or that like matte brown, lighter brown shade. I'm going to go back into my lid, or my crease. I'm going to blend that out. Just like that. It's just going to help those two colors blend together. Okay, now, I forgot. I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to draw halfway. So, just to give a little dimension, kind of like I did with the bronzer before. And the girls don't need to wear a ton of makeup. Just enough. If you're going to cake anything on, cake on the blush. So next, if you prefer a liquid liner, go for it. As I get older, my eyelids just don't love liquid liner. I'm not going to say that I'm getting wrinkles, but I'm getting wrinkles. So I'm going to take this angled brush right there. Okay, and if you want to stop here, for the little girls, stop here with the eyes, put on mascara, absolutely do. I would say highlight your inner corner just to brighten that up a little bit, and if you have a lighter color to go on the brow bone, go for it. But I'm not done yet, so let's take, I have this white that I use all the time. I'm going to take just a little bit on my finger. I do a lot of makeup with my fingers on my eyes. And I am just going to brighten that inner corner. And I'm going to blend it out here in a minute. Brighten. Just like that. And I am fully aware. I wear a lot of makeup. I really like makeup. I like how it feels. I like how it looks. I like it's like my self-care. as a busy young mom. So, and then you can just take a brush, kind of blend that out a little bit. Next, I'm going to take a black matte eyeshadow, and it doesn't really matter which one, and I'm going to use this as my eyeliner, but I've got to look into this mirror, sorry. So, I'm going to stamp that on. Just like that. What I like about the shadow is you can be a little bit messy, and it's not like it's going to ruin your life. I've been personally victimized by liquid liner many times. Or if you have a pencil liner, go ahead and do that. I just like the shadow because I have it, and I like that it's just a little more subtle. If subtle has ever been a word to describe my makeup routine. Okay, and sometimes I'll use the side of one of the sponge tip applicators that comes in your eyeshadow quads, like the ones from the store. I'll rub the side of that and I'll just like line, and I'll do like dark halfway if I'm doing that, but I've done that more times than I can count. Sorry. I've done that more times than I can count, just so that some people don't have a lot of brushes. So if you don't have a lot of brushes, use those sponge tip applicators. Okay, I'm doing just a tiny wing right there. Just a little. Okay, sweet. Not the best, but it'll do. Okay, next I am going to take, I've got a lighter matte highlight, and you want to like tap your brushes or blow the excess off your finger if you are using eyeshadows that fall out. This is, sorry, I can't talk. This just helps me feel like my eyeshadow isn't going all the way up to my eyebrow. Then I blend those two together, and there you go. Okay, so now I'm gonna wipe away any of this extra powder. I do this on kids all the time, or my nieces when I do their makeup. But make sure if you've put liquid liner on, you let that liquid liner dry before you do this, because again, I've been victimized by liquid liner. Okay, now I'm going to put my Shattered bronzer back in the Ziploc bag it stays in. Next, I'm going to use mascara. My tip when I'm applying mascara on another person is I have them close their eyes, and I just like and I get the majority of it on with their eyes closed. That way you don't have to deal with them blinking, especially on some of the like little girls who haven't had a ton of makeup on. But you can throw a little bit of mascara on them and out you go. You don't have to go through this whole mascara routine like I am. But if you want to go in with like a gold glitter on here or like a champagne shade, do it. Do whatever you want. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I think some of the girls are just excited we're not doing purple anymore, which I loved the purple. But, okay, I'm going to skip ahead and I'm going to show you my next. Okay, my mascara is done. You can see I got some mascara there on my skin. Don't panic. Let it dry and we will come back to it with a Q-tip. So, next, if you want to do eyebrows, you are more than welcome to. I like to do, right now I'm using Maybelline Express Brow. I like to just do a volumizing, I don't know, whatever. I won't talk. A tinted brow gel, that's the one. So I just run it through, because thankfully I wasn't allowed to pluck my eyebrows when I was a kid in the 90s. So my eyebrows are not great, they're decent. But just gonna brush that in. Or you can do a clear gel, or don't do anything. totally up to you. Okay. Whoops. Dang it. Okay. I messed up. Too much. Now I gotta fix this side. Too much. Alright, good enough. Next, that mascara is probably dry, so I'm going to take a musty dusty Q-tip out of my makeup bag. You're just going to touch it and twist. And it's going to come off. If you got any, I'm so notorious for that. I just wipe it away very lightly. And then I'll go under here a little bit. And, okay, great. Next, let's move on to some blush. I like the Wet n Wild blush. This one is the Mellow Wine. It's a little darker than their others, but use what you like. I like a darker blush. Again, tapping off the blush. And the blush is necessary. The stage lights really wash the kids out while they're on stage. So, I do a little blush on my nose. I'm not going to cake it on any heavier than that because I'm just going to the studio to teach today. So, next, I'm just going to finish up with my normal makeup routine. Next, I do a highlighter. This is one from e.l.f. And then put it on my cheeks. A little bit there. Oh, my skin is crusty. Okay. Next, I finish with setting spray. Setting spray is going to help it not look so powdery. So, and it does help your makeup last a little bit longer. Just like that. Okay, let's move on to lips. Give me just one. I do not have the lipstick on hand right now. It's actually in my makeup bag for this, my studio makeup bag. So I always start with some chapstick, and this is just for me. I wipe off all the extra, and I do another layer. Okay, one thing you can do if you're balling on a budget, you can just get a lip liner that matches whatever. We're doing like a more red burgundy lip. This is what I use every day. But before, we've done Revlon Black Cherry lipstick, and it's a good universal color for everyone that's not bright red. So, but it is more burgundy. So if you don't want to buy lip liner and a lipstick, just buy the lip liner and color your whole lip in. This is what I do every day. And then color it in. Then I rub it in like a lipstick. Fix any spots that look weird. And boom, you're done. Bronzy. Nice. I wish I had better light. I have this ring light that I'm using. But you can tell. Just bronzy. Makeup. Any makeup you do is fine. Don't stress about this. Don't overthink it. If you're super stressed about it, bring your supplies with you. Come to competition. So many of us there will help you. I love doing makeup. If I had a spare minute, I would absolutely love to do your daughter's makeup. So please do not stress. If it's not me, it'll be Asia. It'll be another mom. It'll be someone. We all just help each other. We're a big family. So don't feel weird. Just ask us. But I'm sorry. This isn't the greatest. I love you all.